I'm here with Charlie Rock, who is our first musician today. He's a drummer. Charlie, can you tell us a little bit about the bands you're in and what you're doing and Staten Island Underground? Or DC Underground?
Well, I've been a musician for like 13 years. I'm in a couple different projects right now. One's Talented Strangers, which I have a female vocalist, Lauren Taylor. And basically I've written and wrote all the music for her. Everybody had their own influences. Basically it's like a modern day jazz themed project. I'm also in another project. Don't really have a name for it yet, but it's more of an alternative, heavier rock group. I'm also involved with several hip-hop artists on Staten Island, and I also produce a bunch of beats for them and different themes for their songs. So, I mean, I'm very well-rounded when it comes to
so not just a drummer, singer, songwriter, beat maker.
Yeah. I guess the jack of all trades is was mentioned before.
Yeah. It's like, I guess it's important then.
Yes, definitely good to know everything about what you're doing.
So you're in two bands then?
Yeah, as of right now.
Okay, and you were also at Musication, correct? Eh?
Yes, I was. We performed there. We did a quick set for getting instruments for public schools on Staten Island.
Right.
I thought that was a great cause. But yeah, all the art over there was great, and all the musicians. It was just a great time.
So what is your goal as a musician?
My goal as a musician is to reach as many people as possible with my music. I want my music to inspire them. I want them to understand different interpretations of it. I want the world to see it.
I like that. So where would you say you get your inspiration from?
My inspiration? Well, ever since I was little, my father was in a band. He was always playing drums all over the island, and people would always come up to me like, your dad's one of the best drummers I know, one of the best drummers I know. And I always wanted people to say that about me, but like once, I feel like at some point, like I reached that point somewhere along the past couple of years, and I still don't feel like I'm that guy. You know what I mean? Like I'm always...
That's good. I think it's important to always want more. It's never enough. It's never enough. And I feel like that a lot too. Where people are like, oh, you did this cool thing. And I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but that's not enough.
Yeah, if you do things right and put a little passion behind it, people are so impressed. But like, even from the artist's point of view, you're not essentially meeting your standards. Like I could do a fill and people would be so amazed about this little drum fill I did when really I messed up on it and I improvised the whole way, you know. So it's raising the bar for yourself.
Well, talent is definitely undeniable, so that's a start. So as a musician, which is something different than we've seen, we've talked to people here today before, self-promoting, especially getting people to your shows and being a part of things. How are you using self-promotion? How important is it to you to benefit your music career?
Well, self-promotion is definitely important. For example, I was in a cover band in the beginning of this year, and it's basically just a couple guys I met at a bar. We were hanging out, we did a couple songs, and we all meshed pretty well. But we went from having 150 followers to 750 in a matter of a couple weeks, just because of the right promotions and the right gigs and people liking the music that we were doing. And ever since then we went from getting $50 for a show to getting $250 for a show, and it really makes a difference.
You just gotta put yourself out there.
But it also is really hard to do that because there's so many different aspects, there's so many different people doing the same thing. So to come at it in a unique way is kind of, you gotta find your niche and stick with it.
How would you get people to follow you? Just like screaming your Instagram name on the microphone?
I mean, that works, but...
Do you have signs, like website? Tell me how you do it.
Some people, when you announce your stuff at a show, people are like, oh yeah, all right, I'll check it out. But if you actually go and request these people, as you have your page, you go request as many people as possible and then promote your material to them personally on a personal level. It's a lot. You get a lot more feedback when, like, say you do. If you get more of a response rather than doing a general email to everybody, than doing a personal to a select few people.
Reaching out on a personal level makes a big difference. So when can we see you play?
When you see me play, well, that changes by the week. I'm always doing different projects. Everything's always changing around me. But as of right now, I don't have anything booked. So but I'm working on a show. It's actually a debut performance because I started an organization called NYC Underground. And basically our objective is to promote the struggling artists of New York City, because there's so much talent, so much to see that nobody has access to, but we do have access to it, so it's kind of a hard spot.
We're emerging the submersion.
Yeah, we're trying to bring promotion and expose these underground artists for what they really are, and not just a lost cause.
Right. So let's think about the points that we've learned today. The importance of self-promotion and how to do it on a personal level, on all the social media, and I think it's just about flooding everybody with everything all the time. You have to talk to everybody, you have to be present, and that's the only way you're going to achieve what you want to achieve. If you don't put in the work, it's not going to happen.
Exactly.
Right?
And it's constant work, it never stops.
Because it's never good enough.
No, never. Gotta raise the bar.
Always. So, let me ask you about NYC Underground one more time. So we have a website for that yet? Do you have a website for yourself? Do you have a website for your band?
We have a Facebook page. It's not really built up yet, but we're working on bringing other artists in to help. We're using the artists to help develop ourselves as we're helping develop them. So it's kind of a give and take between the artists and the organization. So once we show them that we can expose them, then they'll expose us in return.
Right, it's all about networking, and we're going to use it as kind of a central hub for a resource.
Yeah, it's more of like a network, so people can, so if a bar is looking for a certain band for a certain night, you go down to NYC Underground and check out what different bands and what would best fit your needs for that certain thing. And same thing goes for painters, same thing goes for photographers, and every other medium that you could think of that comes to underground art that people would pay an arm and a leg for, but you have it right in front of you.
I think that's super important. So we've learned today is never give up, don't stop dreaming. Yeah.